Most people believe aging problems announce themselves loudly. Pain, dizziness, memory loss. But the truth is far more dangerous. The most serious age-related conditions don't start with symptoms at all. They start quietly, years earlier, while everything still feels normal. And by the time most people realize something is wrong, the window to prevent it has already closed. That's why doctors are changing how aging is detected, and why what I'm about to share could genuinely save lives in 2026 and beyond. Welcome back to Senior Serenity, where we break down the silent risks of aging, clearly, calmly, and without fear. If you're over 55, or if you care for someone who is, there's something you need to understand. Traditional annual checkups are no longer enough. New medical guidance now focuses on personalized testing, early cognitive screening, and sensory health checks, because science has finally caught up with a simple fact: aging is not one size fits all. Two people of the same age can have completely different biological timelines, and treating them the same costs lives. For decades, medicine waited for symptoms. But today, the goal is to detect risk before damage becomes permanent. Blood chemistry shifts before heart disease. Subtle memory delays appear years before dementia. Hearing and vision loss accelerate cognitive decline long before people notice it themselves. This is why early screening has become the new front line of prevention. One of the biggest shifts in recent years is the move toward personalized blood testing. Not just basic cholesterol numbers, but deeper markers that show inflammation, metabolic stress, nutrient absorption, and cardiovascular risk far earlier than traditional panels. These tests don't predict death, they reveal direction. They show whether your body is aging slower or faster than expected, and what systems are under strain right now. That information gives doctors a chance to intervene early, sometimes with nothing more than lifestyle adjustments, nutrition changes, or targeted monitoring. What's important here is not panic, it's awareness. Because when problems are caught early, they are often manageable. When they're caught late, they become irreversible. Another major change that's gaining momentum is cognitive screening, and this is where many people feel uncomfortable. Memory tests still carry stigma. People fear labels. But modern cognitive checks are no longer about diagnosing dementia, they're about identifying patterns. Slight delays in reaction time, changes in word recall, or attention drift can signal risk years before serious decline. Some newer tools even use AI to track these micro changes over time, comparing performance to your own baseline rather than to a generic average. This matters because cognitive decline doesn't start suddenly. It starts quietly. And early detection opens doors to interventions that can slow, stabilize, or even partially reverse progression. Ignoring it doesn't protect dignity, it risks independence. Then there's sensory health, which many people still underestimate. Hearing and vision loss aren't just inconveniences of aging. They are directly linked to falls, depression, isolation, and accelerated cognitive decline. When the brain receives less sensory input, it works harder to compensate, increasing cognitive load and stress. That's why modern screening now treats hearing and vision as core components of brain health, not side issues. What's encouraging is that many of these screenings are now more accessible than ever. Telehealth has changed the equation. Certain assessments can be initiated from home. Remote consultations, mailed test kits, and digital cognitive tools mean people no longer have to wait months for appointments or travel long distances just to get basic insights. This is especially important for seniors who avoid clinics unless something feels seriously wrong. But here's the key takeaway, and this is crucial. These tests are not about fear. They are about control. Information gives you time. Time gives you options. And options protect quality of life. Aging well isn't about avoiding every illness. It's about staying ahead of silent risks long enough to act. The biggest danger isn't what you know, it's what you don't check. As 2026 approaches, health strategies are shifting away from reactive care and toward early detection, personalization, and prevention. The people who benefit most won't be those who panic, but those who prepare calmly and consistently. If this message reached you at the right time, make sure it reaches someone else who needs it. A parent, a relative, a friend. Sometimes one conversation is all it takes to change a future outcome. This is Senior Serenity, helping you age with clarity, confidence, and calm. Stay aware, stay proactive, and I'll see you in the next one.